We are leading the coalition of the willing.
Everybody in place?
Put your mic down, okay?
I'd like to say, I'd like to say that this was a real disappointment, and the jury was a good jury, but I feel they just didn't get all the information because of the restrictions the court placed upon us. The jury did not know that really what this case was all about, and that was the government's intention, was to keep that information from the jury.
Ed Rosenthal is known to the world as the guru of ganja. In his 30-plus years of study of cannabis, Ed has written more than a dozen books about marijuana cultivation and social policy that have sold over 1 million copies. He has served as an expert witness on marijuana cultivation in both federal and state trials. Rosenthal has been active in promoting and developing policies of civil regulation for medical marijuana. Since the passage of California's pioneering Prop 215 in 1996, which authorizes medicinal use of marijuana, he has worked with state growers, dispensaries, and local governments to standardize and implement the delivery of pharmaceutical-grade cannabis to the patients.
Michael Rugg is one of these people. Just up Highway 9, you will come across the Bigfoot Discovery Museum. This is where Mike keeps his collection of footprints, video, audio, and photos of the Bigfoot creature, open to the public to observe. I caught up with Mike to get his take on the possibility that Bigfoot could exist.
Well, of course, since we don't have a type specimen, we can't be absolutely sure exactly what a Bigfoot is. But if we were to make our best guess based on all the anecdotal evidence that we have, we would have to describe it as a large bipedal hominid closely related to human beings, and potentially an animal once thought extinct that actually is not extinct.
Rodeos actually started as a competition between cowboys to show off who had the best skills on things that they did day to day. Football's a game, baseball's a game. Rodeo is evolved from a way of life. And it started out as an ability to tame a wild horse to use on your ranch. Well, then it evolved a little bit and somebody said, you know what, you can't ride that big old steer over there. Yeah, sure I can. I'm tougher than you. Well, that evolved a little bit farther and it became bulls. Well, now you've got guys that raise bulls strictly for this business. The best bucking bulls are the ones that make it in this business, and they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's still about bragging rights. It's still about being tougher than an animal. That 1,500 to 2,000 pound bull, he doesn't care what you did last week or last night. He's there to buck you off tonight.
Do you have a light?
Why aren't you dressed appropriately for the situation? Shouldn't you be in a suit?
Humility is the cornerstone of grace.
You know, you amaze me. There's a sin on every street corner. I can turn my head and point to 3 right now.
And yet you do nothing. You let it ride.